Ladies and gentlemen, in a few seconds, we will be live on live stream from Iligan City National High School. Please stand by.
Sabi nila, ang isang bulaklak ay unti-unting namumukadkad. Sa simula, ito'y nakatago sa lilim ng hardin habang pinapasan ang hamon ng hangin at ulan. Ngunit pagdating ng araw, kusa itong namumukadkad. Ipinapakita ang bango, kulay at liwanag na isinisilay sa lahat ng nakapaligid nito. Isang mapagpalang araw, sitihayan at masidlak na adlaw, Iligan City. Welcome sa ICNHS Spotlight kung saan binibigyang liwanag ang bawat kwento ng tagumpay. Ngayong araw, meron tayong isang pinaka-espesyal na inspirasyon sa Iligan City. Isang proud ICNHS alumna, top 12 finalist ng Miss Universe Philippines at mutya ng Pilipinas Mindanao 2025. Please welcome our very own Iligan Queen, Miss Juliana Acot Fresado. So, Miss Juliana, how are you feeling today?
Sobrang saya ko na nandito ako ulit ngayon sa ICNHS and it brings so many memories to me and nagagalak ako na makilala ka, Eunice.
So, Miss Juliana, balita namin ay nag-aaral ka pa ngayon. Mari mo bang sabihin sa amin kung ano yung setup ng iyong pag-aaral? Dahil nagsasali ka pa naman ng mga beauty pageants, tas paano mo ba yon binabalanse?
Sa ngayon, I actually visited City High last week. Kasi kailangan kong kunin yung Form 137 ko. And during my pageant competition, I really had to took a whole year off year kasi nga kailangan kong hindi ko kayang ibalanse muna yung pag-aaral. Tsaka kung gusto kong mag-focus sa pageantry, ibibigay ko yung 100% effort ko in order for me to get on that, like on the top talaga. So currently, I'm applying for another university so that I can move to Tapos kinuha ko na din yung ibang mga transcript ko from IIT kasi mag-aaral na din ako sa Manila.
So, which school ba sa Manila yung gusto mo sanang
I'm planning to enroll in PUP or DLSU Benilde. Yes, LaSalle.
So, Miss Fresado, maaari mo bang sabihin sa amin, sino nga ba talaga si Juliana sa likod ng mga sash at mga corona?
Si Juliana sa likod ng mga sash at corona. Juliana sa likod ng sash at corona. Mahilig kasi ako magbasa ng libro eh. Tapos, I used to read so many books in Wattpad. Tapos, ayun, nagsusulat ako ng mga stories before. Tapos, mahilig din akong mag-adventure. Nagbabike ako. Pupunta ako kung saan, dumarating ako sa aming Balot Falls, ganyan. Pupunta ako sa Bayog Island na nagbabike lang kami. Tapos, ngayon naman nakahiligan ko ang pagbaboxing. Nagmamuay Thai ako, like, every time may extra akong time to actually do it. And then, I'm also a jolly girl who loves hanging out with my friends. Talagang kinukontak ko sila palagi, nagpa-plan kami ng mga namin, kung saan kami pupunta. Ayun, si Juliana sa likod ng corona, isang simpleng babae, isang anak, isang kapatid sa kanyang mga mabubuting mga kapatid, at masayahing bata talaga si Juliana.
When ka lang ba nag-start mag-Muay Thai, ate? Kasi nakikita ko yung mga stories mo sa IG.
Yes, oo. I started last year, pero parang once lang yun eh. Kasi talaga, I was so busy back then because I was preparing for yun, busy sa Miss Iligan 2025, and I also had to prepare for Mutiana Pilipinas. That's why I had a little time to actually do some, extra na mga stuff. And then that's why I was like, oh, I should try this to, self-defense, to protect myself. Kasi the world is,
Lagi is very
chaotic
unpredictable.
And, hindi natin alam, it's dangerous out there. So we have to know how to protect ourselves.
Yeah, dapat sad ta magwa natin no, maragi exercise na to ang body.
Oo, kana sad.
Kay marag important sad na siya, di ba, te?
Yeah, that's true.
So, we all know, ate, that you're a product of City High or an alumni of City High. Paano mo ba hinubog ang iyong mga taon sa ISNHS sa iyong tiwala sa sarili at determinasyon ngayon?
In ISNHS, I spent 6 years, 6 consecutive years in journalism. I was a campus journalist back then, and nagkukumpit ako sa iba't ibang mga competition dito sa school at sa DSPC, sa regionals. And yung mga experiences ko na yon, when I got used to, being on camera, speaking in front of so many people, and I was an MC before then, nag-MC din ako sa mga flag ceremony here in ISNHS. So I think those experiences molded me to be someone who, being confident in order for me to speak up for myself. And at the same time, like kasi confidence comes from taking the action. When you put yourself on that stage, when you put yourself on that situation, you will actually get used to it. Kaya yung mga experiences ko dito sa ISNHS, I would totally say na my life, the moments that I had in my life here in ISNHS took a big part on who I am today.
So, may specific teacher, activity, or moment ba sa ISNHS na masasabi mong malaki ang kanilang impluensya sa kung sino ka talaga ngayon?
Ang masasabi ko talaga na yung mga experiences ko noon sa journalism talaga. Kasi I love being in the camera. Like, I love speaking, and talagang forte ka sa broadcasting eh. So, I used to compete on radio broadcasting. I used to represent Iligan City in regionals before. So, I think those experiences, as what I've said a while ago, those experiences really molded me and helped me a lot when it comes to, enhancing my voice, enhancing how I speak up, enhancing how to memorize script, how to write the script. And yun talaga yung masasabi ko, ang laki ng natulong ng ISNHS sa akin. Nung nagsimula na ako sa pageant journey ko. Kasi, yun nga, kapag nasa pageantry ka na scene, meron din mga cameras doon. You also have to engage with different people. So you have to know how to socialize. And I think when it comes to being a campus journalist, you really have to speak up. You have to be the one who interview the people around you. Kasi nagka-cover kami ng mga sports before eh. So, yun talaga, sobrang laki ng naitulong ng ISNHS.
So ate, balita po namin, sumasali ka na ng mga school pageants noon pa nung nandito ka pa sa City High. Totoo po ba yun, ate?
Yes, oo, that's true.
So, masasabi mo ba na dati, doon pa lang, hinuhubog na yung confidence mo sa stage?
Kasi I once joined a pageant here in ISNHS. Before kasi, nung una meron pang isang pageant na pinipili talaga nila akong sumali. When I was in grade 11, my teacher, Ma'am Gaying, shout out to Ma'am Gaying. Hello po, kamusta? I missed you na. Si Ma'am Gaying kasi noon, siya yung coach namin for radio broadcasting. And then, siya din yung parang nagsiscout for a candidate para sa grade 11 representatives, sa Mr. and Miss Teen ISNHS. And I was like, no, hindi ko po yun kaya. Because before, I was so boyish. Like, I used to wear talagang nag-hoodie ako, yung outfit talaga pang lalaki. And then yung haircut ko pa nun, short talaga. Naka-pixie haircut pa ako. And I was like, no, I can't do it. Like, my walk is so boyish. And then, yun din yung insecurities before yung teeth ko. That's why sabi ko, hindi po muna ako sasali. Ganyan. And then one time, may nag-message sa akin, yung makeup artist, pinili na akong sumali sa. Siguro yun yung kapag may taong naniwala sa'yo noong una. Tsaka mo lang, kapag marami nang naniniwala sa'yo, eventually you will feel like, kaya ko din pala. Kasi people believe in you. Like, especially those people, hindi mo nga sila relative eh. Pero they see potential in you. Then eventually you will believe in yourself too. And then back then, after that barangay pageant, I joined, confident ako mag-join ng pageant here. After na Miss to Bod, nag-join na ako ng pageant. Ako na talaga yung nag-volunteer talaga ako, I'll join the competition. So ganun. Last minute kasi yun na competition namin sa Mr. and Miss Trans. It was for humanities and social sciences na competition. And then I won, thank God. siguro kapag kapag masaya ka sa ginagawa mo, kapag alam mo sa sarili mo, kapag may trust ka sa sarili mo na kaya mong gawin, just as long as you put your mind into it, you will actually, you'll be there. You get it.
So, yung Miss Universe Iligan, Miss Juliana, yun ba yung unang major pageant mo na labas sa school? And expect mo ba na para sa'yo na talaga yung corona ng Miss Iligan?
Thank you so much for the wonderful comment. Parang final Q&A. Para sa akin, yes, yun, Miss Universe Philippines Iligan 2024 was the first major pageant na na-joinan ko. And during that time, you know what, when you join in a competition, walang exact na result. Walang parang, hindi ka pwedeng makampante na ikaw nang mapapanalo because there are a lot of factors that you have to consider. Whoever the judges are, yung sa internal ng pageant. And then during that time when I was competing for Miss Universe Philippines Iligan, alam ko sa sarili ko kung ano lang yung kaya ko. But then again, kasi, luck meets opportunities and preparations. Kaya, inanda ko yung sarili ko. Naghanap ako ng mga taong tutulong sa akin, na willing naman talagang sumuporta sa akin. So, pinaghandaan ko talaga siya. It really take me a lot of effort and hard work to be there. And walang kasiguraduhan na ako talaga yung mananalo ng time na yun. Talagang naghanda ako. Kung ano yung effort ng ibang candidates, ganun din yung ginawa ko. And mas dinagdagan ko pa. And I think it really because of God. Kasi, it's not because of my own
Your
efforts,
actions.
but all my actions, but it's because of His guidance as well, and the people He used as an instrument to actually, to get there. Kaya super thankful ako kasi during that time talaga sobrang doon ko na feel na ang daming taong nagmamahal sa akin at tanda akong supportan sa kung ano man yung gusto kong abutin sa buhay.
So, bago pa yung coronation night, ate, Miss Juliana, palagi ka nang nakakasama sa mga awards. Naalala ko pa nga yung best in traditional costume mo na naka-red gown ka nun, di ba? May nararamdaman ka ba na parang feeling na may laban ako dito before coronation night?
Ayun nga yung sabi ko na wala talagang kasiguraduhan. At the end of the day, dun pa rin kung ano yung performance mo on the stage, kung ano yung performance mo sa coronation. Although there are some factors then when it comes to the pre-segment of the competition. Let's say, for example, the swimsuit competition, those are the prelims. So we have, yung cultural night, we have the swimsuit in the evening, there's no evening. Yun na. Tapos, the closer interview. So, we really have to make sure na part tayo ng top 5, kami ng top 5, para makasali kami sa coronation night, ilalabas na yung top 10. So, nandun na kami. So, secure na yung spot namin. So, it really, importante din yon na talagang gawin mo. Nagsisimula pa lang yung pageant, sa pre-screening pa lang, sa final screening, hanggang matapos, dapat consistent ka talaga. And I think it really helped me a lot because every segment talaga, binibigay ko yung best ko. Sasabihin ko sa sarili ko na, ibibigay ko na lahat to, na kapag katapos ng performance ko, masasabi ko sa sarili ko na wala akong regrets because I did a lot. I did my best. Oo.
So, ate, if you feel thirsty, meron tayong coffee dito tayo, ate.
Thank you so much.
So, bilang representative naman natin ng Iligan, at ikaw pa yung kauna-unahang Iligano na sumali sa Miss Universe Philippines, nakaramdam ka ba ng takot na baka ma-disappoint mo hindi lang yung sarili mo, kundi yung buong syudad?
So, dito naman tayo sa takot sa intimidation. Yung pressure, di ba? I feel very pressure.
Madaming nakatingin sa'yo.
Oo, yung crowds. Siguro sa akin naman, hindi kasi yun maiiwasan eh. And as a pageant rookie, kasi rookie pa ako, syempre beginner pa lang, hindi pa veteran. Nung una talaga, may mga times na habang kasi nung nagpe-prepare ako for Miss Universe Philippines 2025, I was trying to, train myself. If I have free time, talagang nilalaan ko sa training, na halos wala na akong time sa makipag-hangout sa mga friends ko. Pag ini-invite ako, hindi na ako makapunta, ganyan. Kasi hindi kailangan ko pang mag-aral, kailangan ko i-turn yung sarili ko sa pasarela, sa Q&A. Kasi there are a lot of factors that you really have to focus on. And yun talaga yung mga free time ko, nilalagay ko talaga doon. Tapos may mga moments talaga na kapag, kasi hindi lang yung pinakamalaking pressure na na-feel ko is yung nanggagaling sa sarili ko, hindi sa mga taong, yun ang pinapressure ko, dapat manalo ko dyan, ikaw ang na-represent nang mag-representa sa Iligan sa Miss Universe. Hindi eh. Pero yung pressure na binibigay ko sa sarili ko, yun yung pinakamalaki talaga. At there are so many times na super harsh ako sa self ko kasi na parang sinasabi ko nga, parang hindi ko kaya, maraming moments na parang nagbe-breakdown ako, iniiyakan ko yung, kasi feeling ko, bakit hindi ako
Self-doubt.
nagsi-self-doubt ako. Sabi ko, hindi ako marunong, hindi ako magaling nito, paano ko, nakakahiya, ganon. Pero those are the moments na kapag na-remember ko siya ngayon, parang, kasi you really have, kailangan mong dumaan sa rough road eh. Kailangan mong, the challenges. Kahit na pa, balik-balik siya na, all the challenges that I've had, that I experienced, na punong sa akin, yun talaga yung totoo eh. Kung magpapakatotoo tayo, kung ano kasi yung, kapag nandoon tayo sa pinakababa, tas nasa rough road tayo na, kailangan nating daanan yung malalaking bato. Yung mga bato na yun yung mga challenges
Mga
na,
hindrances.
Oo, mga hindrances eh. So, kapag too perfect na kasi tayo, parang, matalino na tayo, mga gano'n na tayo.
Parang lumalaki yung ulo natin.
Wala na may enhance. Kaya sa akin talaga na tanong, hinumbledan ako ni Lord. Tapos, nag-prepare talaga ako, pinaghandaan ko siya, pinag-pray ko lahat. Kasi, alam ko sa sarili ko, I cannot do it alone. That's why,
We need God's guidance
Kasi it
talaga.
takes a whole village to actually build a queen. And I think the Lord will build that village to be at your back, to help you go
So
up.
speaking of being a rookie pageantera, Miss Juliana, paano mo ba hinahandle yung mga bashers? Kasi di naman talaga natin yun maiiwasan.
Oo.
Paano ba yun hinahandle, Miss Juliana?
Sa pag-handle naman, dumaan din ako na-experience ko din talaga na nagpadala ako sa mga bashings. I was so young. I'm still young now, ha? Pero kasi, yun nga, kailangan nating daanan yung, I think what really matters is the state of mind that we have. If we believe in ourselves, if we believe in our team, if our team believes on us, then I don't think na parang magmamatter pa yung noises. I consider those bashes as bashing as noises eh. At first, iniiyakan ko siya because when I won Miss Iligan, that time I received so many bashing. And I was like, dumating talaga sa point na parang kinwestiyon ko yung sarili ko. But then again, I prayed for it. I asked the Lord na, Lord, please give me more strength, Lord God, because I don't think na parang I'm still human being, I still have feelings, na masasaktan din naman ako. But then again, though I always try my best to, listen and read the constructive criticism first and consider the bashings and harsh comments as noises.
So, Miss Juliana, may isa kang runway performance na talagang tumatak yung brown gown mo, kung naalala mo pa. Ikaw pa
Yes.
nga yung top 1 sa Hot Picks at nakikita ko yun sa TikTok.
Oh.
Ano yung tumatakbo sa isip mo habang naglalakad ka sa stage that time?
During that time, actually, hindi ko din ini-expect yun eh. But then again, the Lord has so many ways for us to reveal na parang, kaya mo kasi, ba't ka nagdadao sa sarili mo, ganon, na just, you put your mind onto something kasi talagang ma-achieve mo yun. And when you prepared for it. And what I did is, yung tumatakbo sa isip ko habang, kasi during that time, we only have one rehearsal lang, one moment lang talaga na mag-walk ka lang tapos ka na yung rehearsal mo. Hindi ka na pwedeng mag-practice. So wala talaga akong pasarela walk na na-prepare for that. Wala akong routine and hindi ko alam na ganun yung runway. So what I did is during free time pa namin, mga 30 minutes ganyan. Kasi nag-shoot pa kami sa mga cars that time kasi wuling yun eh. So tumatakbo, yun, di dagat sa kung utok ba, ang tumatakbo sa isip ko that time na, okay, Juliana, I closed my eyes and then I was like, okay, here yung stop. Like yung every stop ng routine. So we have to stop here, another corner, and then this one, and then you have to, pause here in the car. So, yung tumatakbo sa isip ko, okay, Juliana, ito yung gagawin mo dito na part. Dito naman na part, magtuturn ka, tapos dito magsasmile ka, mag-aura ka, gano'n. Tapos yung time kasi talagang gumanon talaga sa mga ng judges is yung tumingin ako sa mirror, side mirror ng car. And ayun talaga parang wala. Bigla lang lumabas. Randomly lang lumabas sa utak na parang gumalaw lang ako bigla.
Humaura lang.
Humaura lang. Na hindi ko talaga siya pinepare. Pero biglang lumabas lang. And I think the Lord is the one who actually made it for me. And at the same time when I was walking, yung nasa harapan, kasi nasa harapan namin yung judges eh. So nung habang tumitingin, nakatutok silang lahat sa akin. So habang naglalakad ako, ang nasa isip ko lang talaga, tas I'm trying to communicate to them using my eyes. So I was like, look at me. Look at me, I'm the queen. Right, ganun dapat. And then, actually, my Q&A mentor, shout out to Miss Aika, she taught me na when it comes to when you walk on stage, stand up like straight, and then chin up, and then let the people know that you're the queen. like wearing a crown, imaginary crown on your head. And I was like, and then I kept that in my heart. Then every time I perform, ipaparamdam ko sa mga tao, tumingin kayo sa akin. Ako to, si Juliana. Ganon.
So, Miss Juliana, during your Miss Universe Philippines journey, minsan ba nakaramdam ka ng kaba o na-intimidate ka, lalo na't marami kang kasabay ng mga veterans tulad nila Maria Tisa Manalo at nila Miss Winwin Marquez?
Of course, there are a lot of times that I feel intimidated, but then it's not about because they are veterans, but because of course, a lot of people will think na you can't do it, but you cannot stand out. And then I received those comments talaga from not just in but some of the people here in Iligan na they doubted me at first talaga. There are so many people doubted me na hindi ko talaga kaya mag-stand out. And then what happened din naman when I was in Manila, the first time during our contract signing kasi nakasabayan ko si Atisa sa elevator. Tapos ayun nga, akala ko ng time na yun, guest speaker lang siya. Kasi reigning queen siya that time, Miss Cosmo. Like, niya lang, compete niya. And I was like, kampante lang ako. And I was just like smiling all the time because she looks so amazing, so vibrant. Like, she's so pretty talaga. Like, not pretty, but gorgeous, stunning. Okay, so ayun nga. So parang kampante lang ako. And then, na-shock na lang ako sa conference room kasi binibrief na kami about the contract. Nag-sign din siya ng contract. I was like, okay, magkalaban pala kami. And I was like smiling all the time. Then I was like excited. It's more of, kasi, hindi ko siya inisip as mga veterans lang, hindi ko kaya, wala na palalo na sila. Ganon, hindi. Kasi it's everybody's game pa din. Like, when we're competing in the same pageant, and pareho pa din, back to zero pa din ng lahat. Hindi naman siya mag-matter sa background. I understand they have the experience, but then again, it's everybody's game. And we'll never know what's gonna happen on the coronation night. So, I focus is more on not my yung mga kompetensya ko. Hindi Mas inisip ko yung performance ko, mas in-enhance ko siya, nag-focus ako sa sarili ko. Hindi ko muna inisip yung mga kalaban ko. Kasi kapag inisip ko yun, masyadong, yun yung mag-revolve sa mind ko. Hindi na ako magpa-perform very well kasi parang inisip ko na, tinanggap ko na pagkatalo ko. And at the same time naman, hindi naman kasi nila pinafeel sa amin na parang ang liliit namin. Hindi ganun Sobrang mabait talaga nila. Sila Tisa, sila Winwin. They're so loving talaga and nice people.
They're, very light to be with, to work with. So, Miss Juliana, pag-usapan naman natin yung gown mo sa top 12. May mga nagsasabi kasi, isa raw itong factors bakit hindi ka nakaproceed sa next round. Do you agree with them?
You know what, Eunice? My team, I love them so much. The people around me who supported me since day one. I mean, not just day one, pero nung hindi pa ako nagko-compete, sobrang babait nila sa akin. Napamahal na din ako sa kanila at napamahal na din naman sila sa akin. And I know for sure that since pa lang, nung nagpe-prepare pa lang kami for Miss Universe, nung wala pa kami sa Manila nung nasa Iligan pa lang kami, tatlo lang yata kami or 4 lang kami nag-work on for my preparation that time. And I really appreciated those people who stay with me nung wala pa ako doon. Nung nagsisimula pa lang, nung walang-wala talaga ako. And yun yung masasabi ko na sobrang mahal na mahal ko sila. And when it comes to the preparation of the gown, I was there. We were there. We were preparing it since 4 months before the competition. Like, the creation of the gown, all the efforts of the people who created it, the money they've spent for it, it's $500,000. And it was sponsored by Gian Lasala. And yun, sponsored na ngayon ni Gian Lasala Hindi yun yung galing sa anumang budget na nakaprepare for MU. And it's just that, if you look at the behind the scenes of the creation of the gown, it's so amazing. It's so detailed. The stones, the rhinestones, and everything, the gems they've used in order for it to look that stunning and sparkling on the stage. Talagang masasabi mo na pinaghirapan siya and makikita mo yung hard work ng mga gumawa nun. And when it comes to all the bashings naman, I also wanted to clear up na hindi lang naman kasi siya magbe-base sa gown para makapasok ka sa top 6. There are a lot of internal factors. We have so many judges that time, and everybody have their own preferences when it comes to, seeing beauty from someone. And yun yung masasabi ko na there are so many internal factors. And we'll never know what's running inside the mind of the judges. And the gown itself is a creation of God and the people really work hard for it. And I don't want it to be something na parang yung pag-compete ko, the fall down of my, parang nag-fall down ako just because of the gown. It's not because of the gown. There are a lot of factors we have to consider. And I know a lot of Iliganons were disappointed, but then again, being on the top 12 is already an accomplishment. Like, sorry for that. Out of 70 delegates, like, oh my God, how can you step on the top 12 finalists? Like, I mean, kahit sa ano pa lang first got sa top 24, like, hindi siya nakalahati sa 70 delegates. So, talagang masasabi ko na praise God because we're able to get there and, give the Iliganon what they truly deserve, to actually be on the stage, to let other Filipinos all over the world to know that Iligan is actually existed. And we have so many talents here. There's so many
places.
Beautiful, and yes, the tourism as well. We were able to make it more, loud. We were loud and proud during that competition. And I know for sure that I made so many people, even if there's a lot of disappointments, but at the same time, I feel like it's already a win for us.
So sa buong Miss Universe Philippines experience mo, Miss Juliana, ano yung pinaka-highlight, yung moment na hindi mong makakalimutan at bakit?
Pinaka-highlight, siguro the journey itself is already the highlight. But then again, if I were to choose one experience ko, is yung nasa Northern Summer kami. Because that was my first time. Provincial tour kasi namin yung nasa Northern Summer kami. And then during that time, when I was in Northern Summer, we were doing like a island hopping. So may mga 1 hour travel kami na nakasakay lang kami sa boat. Tapos nagpa-play kami ng mga loud music, nagsasayawan kami, nagkakantahan
Parang
kami.
happy lang ang
Happy lang ang
vibes.
vibe. It's not, parang may isip mo that time na hindi ka nasa competition na parang nagbabakasyon ka lang. But then again, yun yung mga moments na parang hindi mo mafe-feel na parang super intimidating naman yung moments na parang, nasa competition kami. Ganun, hindi. Kasi feel mo also, I'm still a human being. I'm actually, I can still enjoy and have fun. And then, during those moments talaga na-appreciate ko na how Miss Universe organization took care of us. Especially we're 70 delegates. It's so hard to actually take care of us, especially the safety of everybody. But then again, Miss Universe always make sure, number one priority lang yung safety namin. And during that time nung nag-island hopping kami sa Northern Summer, yun yung hindi ko makakalimutan na pumunta kami sa mga gandang tourist spots nila, sa mga islands nila, the white beaches and pink beach. May pink beach sila dun. Yes, amazed ako. Pink talaga siya. Kapag may water na napupuntahan dito, sea water dun sa sand, nagpipink siya bigla. From white sand, nag-transform to pink. So,
Meron rin palang pink sand. Kala ko gray at white lang.
White lang. Meron sa Northern Summer.
So, Miss Juliana, tumungo naman tayo sa mutya ng Pilipinas journey mo. Pinagplanuhan mo ba to or last-minute decision lang talaga? At nakatulong ba ang Miss Universe experience mo sa journey mo sa mutya ng Pilipinas?
When it comes to Mutya ng Pilipinas naman, we already decided, the team itself already planned it on hand. Like, sinabi naman nila sa akin na we want you to compete for this competition and then we'll prepare for it na in advance, ganyan. And then I was like, oh yeah, let's go, let's try it, ana. Okay, sayang manggod pud ang, the momentum itself. Like, I already started the Miss Universe and we were on top na, nasa top.
Sayang ang effort.
Sayang ang preparation and everything. So I was like, okay, let's go. Sabi ko ganun. Then, especially with all the experiences that I had in Miss Universe, it took a big part then when it comes to joining in Mutya. Kasi alam ko na din the things that I needed to prepare, the things that I have to train on, and yung mga kulang ko pa, ano yung mga need ko pang i-prepare, ano yung trainings ko pa na kulang ako. Let's say, for example, I have to work on my Q&A, my communication skills. So, doon din ako nag-focus talaga. And, ayun, nakatulong din yun sa Miss Universe kasi nga, during that time, then may mga trainings din ako for my closer interview, for my passerella. But then, my passerella when I joined in Mutya is, ako na yung nag-train sa sarili ko talaga. Kung ano na lang yung natutunan ko nun kay CJ, nung nag-training kami for Miss Universe, talagang in-apply ko na lang din for Mutya.
So, in just 1 year, Miss Juliana, you've already joined 2 major pageants. Has being able to join these major pageants changed the way you view yourself?
I've joined 2 pageants already and I can say na ang laki ng naitulong niya sa self-development ko, sa growth ko. And Kasi I have met a lot of people eh. And when you meet a lot of people, you learn a lot from them as well. And when I was in Miss Universe, I realized a lot of things. I was able to deepen my relationship with God. And hindi lang yun eh. Kasi na-molden din yung lahat ng struggles and challenges. I mean, when I was growing up, I already experienced a lot na talaga. But then when I joined Miss Universe, ibang klase naman na challenges yung mamimit ko doon. Kasi I have to, you know, to socialize with people na different yung personalities. So, paano ko yun i-handle? How can I handle the pressure na binibigay sa akin ng crowd? How can I handle all the schedules, all the events and activities that I have to prepare, all my stuffs, ganyan. Siyempre, lilipad pa ako from Iligan to Manila, ganyan. So, nag-grow talaga ako, not just, you know, a beauty queen, but at the same time, as a person na I am, na as Juliana lang talaga na, you know, I grow as someone na, hindi lang isang babaeng estudyante, ganun. Parang nag-grow din ako as someone na, you know, when it comes to handling challenges and making decisions on my own. Like, I learned that there are things din pala that I have to consider. Let's say, for example, when I was in a point of giving up my studies, sabi ko na, kasi nung nagko-compete pa ako sa local talagang ilang weeks din akong hindi nakapasok, ganyan.
So
marami akong na-miss.
naka-apekto talaga siya sa pag-aaral mo.
So dumating sa point na parang iniisip ko na, should I just stop it? Like, I'm starting this career, sabi ko ganun na, I cannot say that I'm jack of all trades, na I can manage everything, especially there are a lot of factors that I have to consider. Kasi in MSU IIT, we can, yung online class lang, hindi siya pwede. Kailangan talaga may physical talaga na attendance. So ayun, iniisip ko nung time na yun, dumating sa point na parang ganyan, willing na ako siya i-sacrifice, ganyan. Pero you know what, with the help of the people around me, especially the support of Chancellor Dito Calan, then in MSU IIT talaga namang, talagang sabi nila na, yes, you can took an off year. Nag-off year ako for Miss Universe. And yun yung mga time na talagang nag-help sa akin to grow then in making decisions. Not just for, because I'm representing Iligan City. And I want to give my 100% effort to actually win the crown talaga. So, ayun nga, nag-off-sem ako. I set aside my studies first, and then ayun na naghanda talaga ako. So, nag-focus muna ako sa one path na lang muna. And then, have you heard about the poem na The Road Less Traveled By? And I think that is the road na parang sabi ko na, I'll trust the Lord in everything na Jud. Na Jud ko nga, surrender gid na ako sa iya. Surrender ko kay Lord lahat. And even if it's hard na to actually, yung parang, okay, inom muna tayo ng coffee, guys. Even if it's hard na to be on that position, but then again, if you pray for it, manggod, the Lord will really give you that peace in your heart. The Holy Spirit will make you feel na it's okay. You're gonna be fine. As long as I'm here with you, I'm by your side. Like, you just really have to trust.
It's really important to seek God, especially in those moments. If you don't mind me asking, Miss Juliana, what was your course when you were still studying at MSU IIT?
Oh, when I was studying in MSU, ang course dun ako is Bachelor of Arts in English Language Studies.
Baels?
Baels. Sa CAS jud ko na butang yun. And that was my first choice. My second choice was language ed.
You never considered political science?
I actually want to be a lawyer, like attorney. But then again, because of my life circumstances, I really had to choose something na parang, it's more of like, during that time when I was, story time, guys. During the story time, when I was in senior high, nung nagpe-prepare pa ako sa mga documents ko, applying for Mindanao State University, I was asking my teachers and then some of the guidance counselors, tinatanong ko sila na, kasi parang ang hirap talagang i-balance yung pag-work habang nag-aaral ako. Kasi I have to, to spend money for my own education. Tapos, ayun nga, na parang dumating sa point na parang sabi ko nga, parang siyang safety net. Safety net ko siya, sabi ko, kapag hindi ako makakapasok sa MSU IIT, magtatrabaho lang muna ako. Magtitake ako ulit. Ganun talaga sa isipan ko. Kasi yun nga parang yung MSU IIT lang talaga makakatulong sa akin para makapag-college ako. Kasi nga walang
bayad.
Walang bayad. Free yung tuition. Tapos makapag-part-time ako. Parang ganun, makakapag-choose ako ng schedule ko, ganyan. So ayun, during that time, gusto ko talagang mag-psych.
Oh.
Tapos kasi si Ma'am Pam Misa, yung guidance counselor natin dito, Sabi niya parang discourage niya akong mag-psych kasi, hello Mom Pami, shout out. Nanonood kasi sila ngayon eh. Discourage niya kasi she's a registered psychometrician. And then, kung okay lang pa daw, share ni Nicola, sorry Lord for share ko. Kasi ayun, tapos, nasa isip ko naman, sige magbabayad din ako kasi maganda naman yung English. I'm really not good in English actually. During, like, na-enhance na siya ngayon kasi yun nga nasanay na akong magsalita. Ganyan. Tapos, kasi yung first language ko is Filipino. Yung mother tongue ko. Tapos, ayun, sabi ko, sige, I'll choose English. And then yung second, kaya yung option ko na yun, yung second na is education. Kasi, mabilis ka rin makakapasok sa education eh. And, pero yung, naman kasi, yung sa BAELS naman, it's so demanding. Yun yung course na maraming, malakas yung demand and competition din. So, kapag, nung time na yun, yung applicants for BAELS, kasi 18K that time, thousands of applicants for MSU IT yung pinili nila.
Sobrang dami talaga.
So, 400 kami na gustong pumasok sa BAELS, 40 lang yung pwede doon. So, thank God na nakapasok ako sa BAELS. And yun nga din, when it comes to, yung during that time na parang nag-iisip na ako, ano ba, kailan ko, isa-sacrifice ko ba siya? Eh, gabi yung pinaghirapan ko talaga na nakapasok ko sa IT, ganito, ganyan. Sabi niya si Lord naman, and dito naman ako ngayon, pero masasabi ko na grabe talaga si Lord, ginaid niya talaga ako. He's so amazing.
May mga pagkakataon ba na gusto mo nang sumuko pero pinili mo pa rin magpatuloy, no? Sa lahat ng pinagdadaanan mo, yung mga wins, mga losses, mga expectations, lalo na yung pressure. Ano ba yung pinakamalaking aral na gusto mong iwan sa mga kabataang Iliganon, lalo na yung mga Aisanesia students na nangangarap ding tumayo sa entablado balang araw?
When it comes to advices naman, yung mga friends ko talaga, mahilig talaga sila lumapit sa akin kapag humingi ng advice. And I would say naman talaga sa kanila, sabi ko kasi hindi naman yung advice ko na parang galing kay Lord na tapos yun na talaga yung
parang may impact talaga.
May impact talaga. Sabi ko, at the end of the day naman kasi what really matters is kung paano mo, how you make decisions for yourself, for the people around you, for the people that you love. And then, din naman yun along the way. Like, magpo-flow din yun, lalabas din yun. Si Lord na yung gagawa, siya na yung gagawa,
Lord na yung bahala.
And when it comes to din naman, may mga times talaga na, ayun, mahihirapan talaga. Tapos, may mga moments din na magbe-breakdown ka, na iiyakan mo din yung mga nangyayari, na may mga moments din na gusto kong mag-give up. But,
Di talaga naiiwasan yun, di ba?
Oo. Thank God na dito ako ngayon. At nagpatuloy naman ako. Kasi, if you look at life in a different lens, kasi for example, you look at it something na parang life is so hard, then, mahirap talaga siya. Kasi yun yung, it's a matter of the state of mind na kung iniisip mo na sobrang hirap ng buhay, mahirap talaga siya kasi yun nga yung iniisip mo. Tapos, nung time naman na yun na talaga, sabi ko nga, kinwestiyon ko din si Lord, dumating din sa point na parang, I was so young back then, na parang iniiyakan ko na sabi ko na, Lord, bakit ganito yung buhay namin, Lord? Bakit sobrang hirap? Bakit ganito, ganyan? Dami kong question sa Kanya. May mga point na din na parang, may mga moments din na parang sobrang, na talaga
grabe
ako,
na talaga
down na talaga, nasa ganito na talaga ako, low moments
sa baba na talaga.
Tapos, ayun kasi, siguro nung mga times na yun, even if I wasn't like super religious or like, pero I still have this kind of relationship connection with the Lord na I am seeking for His validation, for the love of God. So what really helped me a lot is, ayun, nung sinurrender ko na talaga kay Lord, nung nag-trust ako sa Kanya, siguro if I were to give a advice, I would really say na you have to look for a mentor na i-guide ka along the way. Kasi si Lord, binigyan niya talaga ako ng mga mentors in my life. When I was growing up, when I was in grade school, yung mga teachers ko talaga kasi I grew up without my parents And I grew up only with my siblings. So most of the time, we have to discipline ourselves. So, ayun, binigyan ako ni Lord ng mga super great mentors na talagang nag-guide sa akin along the way. When I was in grade school, my teachers are so, talaga amazing. They help me to, even if there's a fear in my heart na I cannot achieve my dreams because nobody's gonna help me. I was in that point. But then again, the Lord gave me so many people who He used as an instrument to actually, fight for your dreams, fight for the people that you love, and to push through in life even if it's difficult. And then I changed my perspective that life is not that hard as long as you put your mind on the things that you really love to do. And then you seize the moment, like carpe diem, like seize the moment, do the things that you love, be there for your loved ones, for your friends, and you put on, especially when you have dreams na super high talaga. For me, everybody have their own different paths. We have our own different life circumstances, and hindi naman tayo pare-pareho ng mga napagdaanan. But then again, kapag kaya mong ipaglaban mo. Kasi kakayanin mo naman along the way. May mga times na nasa baba ka, may mga times na nasa taas ka. But then again, carpe diem. Seize the day, seize the moment, be present, take actions. Kasi kapag, paano sabi mo? Gusto kong maging piloto. Gusto kong maging teacher. Nasa isip mo lang siya. Sinasabi mo lang siya palagi pero wala kang ginagawa. So, hindi mo siya ma-achieve. So, when you prepare for it, the luck is there, Lord is there, your passion is there, the love for the people around you who believes in you, at the end of the day, you will achieve it.
You really have to do something.
You really
Miss
have to
Juliana,
do,
no?
yes.
So, Miss Juliana, maiba naman tayo. Are you familiar with the game Never Have I Ever po?
Yes. Or, yes.
So, I have here questions. Meron ka ding mga cards dito na itataas mo lang kung
Okay.
ano yung sagot na tugma sa tanong ko. So, are you ready, Miss Juliana? Maraming Iliganon. Kung muling bibigyan ng pagkakataon, makikita ba namin si Miss Juliana Acot Fresado na muling aakyat sa entablado ng Miss Universe Philippines 2026? Handa ka bang lumaban dito at muling abutin yung corona?
Sa ngayon naman, I'm focusing more on my reign as Mutya ng Pilipinas Mindanao, and I'm not actually planning to join the Miss Universe Philippines 2026, but I'm rooting for Trixie Paris, our Miss Iligan 2025. Let's keep on supporting her, be there for her, and vote her online so that, every Iliganon, let's, join together, make a village for us to build this queen and help her all throughout this competition. Kasi iba talaga yung feeling kapag may sumusuporta sa'yo behind the scenes. Talagang importante yung support system. And ayun, I'm wishing her all the best. I'm praying for her sa mga preparation siya and everything. And I would also like to, shout out Miss Angel Tingo, our local director of Miss Universe Philippines Iligan, and my local designer and national designer of Miss Universe Philippines 2025, Gian Lasala. I miss you so much, guys. I hope you're doing well.
How about a short message for the ICNHS students po, Miss Juliana?
A short message. Okay. Hello everybody. Hello City Hyans. Maayong adlaw sa inyong tanan. I hope everybody is doing well. I know that we experienced a lot of challenges this past few months, and I'm praying that everybody is doing well. And for all the City Hyans who are dreaming high, I hope you continue to pursue the dreams that you have, to fight for it, and to keep the faith in your heart that you will achieve anything you put your mind into. And I wish you all the best and take care always.
So maraming salamat po, Miss Juliana. Naway patuloy kayong maging inspirasyon hindi lang sa kabataang Iliganon, kundi sa buong bansa. No, tulad nga ng sabi ko kanina, isang bulaklak na unti-unting namumukadkad, nakikita talaga namin ang iyong determinasyon sa bawat hakbang na iyong linakbay. Again, maraming salamat po muli sa oras, Miss Juliana. Sa ating online viewers naman dyan, hello, hello, hello! I hope you learned so much about our Mutya ng Pilipinas Mindanao 2025, Miss Juliana Acot Fresado. Be with us again, dito lamang kung saan ang bawat storya ng buhay ay humahabi sa liwanag, inspirasyon at tagumpay. Dito lamang yan sa iSenergia Spotlight. Thank you for watching!
Yay! Thank you so much, guys. Wow, thank you.
Adri na lang ta, Miss Juliana, para makita.
Sige, sige.
and gentlemen, in a few seconds, we will be live. City National